Oh, hello there. I guess I was mindlessly eating my chips. Sorry about that. Just kidding. Just wanted to get your attention because I'm going to be talking about mindful eating. This is going to be a 3-part series and it'll just be short videos, so hang tight. Mindful eating can also be called intuitive eating, and just to give you an idea of what this is all about, mindful eating is based on the concept of mindfulness. Now, I'm sure you've all heard that term before. Mindfulness is basically being still, being present, being in the now, and focusing on you, your body, your emotions, your mood, the energies that are coming to you, the energies that you're giving away. And we practice this a lot of times when we're still, when we take deep breaths. Our kids can be fighting and we can still be mindful because we can take a deep breath and just be in the space in that moment before we lash out and yell at our kids, which of course I've done before. We can practice it when we're meditating, of course, yoga, things like that. So mindful eating is taking it a step further and being present with our food. There's lots of resources out there. There's a book called Eat What You Love, Love What You Eat by Michelle May. Another book called Intuitive Eating. Both of those are really good resources. And that's how I first started to learn about mindful eating. And I was intrigued because I've always been against diets. Of course, that's partly because of my sensitivities to that with having an eating disorder, anorexia and bulimia, and recovered from that, thankfully. But I've always kind of known that approaching food with the restrictive mindset is not going to last, and of course it's not any fun. And studies have shown anyways that diets don't work. I mean, I'm sure there's many of us who have tried diets time after time and you gain the weight back because you haven't really worked on your relationship to food and your approach to food. And why am I craving this food? Do I really need it, or am I actually craving something else? So that is the whole point behind mindful eating. I also like to call it eating with intention and grace. In fact, I have a workshop coming up for those of you here in the Phoenix area at a yoga studio called Eating with Intention and Grace. And what does that mean? Well, we need to be intentful when we come to our food. So when we're craving something, we ask ourselves, am I really hungry, or am I craving intimacy, or am I just bored or tired? Maybe that's why I'm craving sugar. And we ask ourselves, how hungry am I really? But it also could mean that we really do need that piece of chocolate to satisfy the craving before we go out and binge later on because we've restricted ourselves so much. So mindful eating is being present with our food, listening to our body's messages, listening to our own intuition and trusting that intuition, and respecting our body enough to know what it needs and what it's telling us. So this was just a short introduction on mindful eating. With the next video, I'm going to go more in depth about the who, what, why, when, and how of mindful eating, and what that practically can look like for you. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Kellie McGarry with Nourished and New, and my website is www.nourishedandnew.com. Thanks.